Welcome to Trading Lounge and the commodities report for crude, gold and silver. And with crude here, we've been looking for a move down into $45 and we're looking for 5 waves down through here. And currently we think this move up through here is wave 4 and we've still got wave 5 to go. Then we'll be looking up at wave 4 back up here. Now, on the 15-minute chart here, yesterday we were looking at this wave 3 low being in place, and we're looking for well, close enough. We're looking for wave 4 that can pull back to the wave 4 of 1 lesser degree, which is the this one here. So that's what we can look at that point. Now, the 38.2 retracement level 2 is right on that wave 4 of 1 lesser degree. So that's what we're looking at, and within that we can see that wave A here, this first leg here, is complicated. So wave A, wave B is simple, and wave C, you know, that will have 5 waves in it. So we'll look for something like this here, and then we'll look for another 5 waves down here, making a new low here. So buying opportunities will come once we can see that 5 waves, and we can then look at 5 waves to the upside. So if we get 5 waves here, then that confirms that we're going to get another 5 over here, and that helps us get going. But we know that there'll be an A and a B and a C first, and then that's that second row of 5 there. So that can help us with the entry anywhere in that sort of space there, and then we can build on that trade to the upside there as well. Okay, I'm going to go to the silver market now. And unfortunately, we think that that this correction that we've been working through all the way over here, you know, we've figured that it's a wave 4, and we figured that you know, we had this first A and B and C wave in here, and we thought, okay, maybe that could be it. And then we had the B wave and then the C wave, and then we thought, well, that's it here. Then that's the whole correction. The A, the B and the C wave here, and then we were looking for 5 waves down through here, and we're coming along quite nicely here, and we're looking at this move up here, this one here, as a wave 4 and then a wave 5 here, and that would have that 5 waves gives us the direction of the market. But unfortunately, what sort of happened is that we've only got 3 waves down to this point here. So we've got it's a bit tricky to pull apart, but basically we've got 1, 2, and then 5 waves in here. So basically we've got 3 waves in here. So unfortunately we have to label it an A wave. Oops, I didn't need to take that one from there as such. B wave and C wave here. Okay, so that looks like the case, and if that's the case, then we have to go up for the C wave here. And the C wave here will be in 5 waves. So we can look at that in terms of 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 moving up here and then moving down here. So just on a 5-minute chart to nut that out for you a little bit, it looks a bit like this here. So what we can see here is that we have a beautiful structure here in terms of 1 and 2, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the third wave, the A, the B, and the C, and 5 waves of C of 4, and then wave 5 here, and then the A wave, simple, B wave complex, C wave simple, pulling back to the 50-60% retracement level, probably 61.8 looks pretty spot on there. It's just not that it matters that much, but sit that on top there, not far off from the 1450. So now, you know, so wave 1, wave 2, and now we'll sort of work up there for the next structure. So we've got little 1 and 2, 2 sets of 1s and 2s. So, you know, there'll be a struggle in here first. So keep your stops well out of the way here, and then 3, 4, and 5 here just to make the third wave up there. So there's a long opportunity here as well. So I'll leave that with you. And the second one, of course, is gold, and that that gives us a bit of a headache too. I mean, this 2-hour chart was the original map that when we were in here somewhere, I remember this spike down here, then I drew this out sort of roughly about where we'll be sort of going, and this is sort of the outcome of that. And, you know, yesterday in that we were talking about, you know, this wave 4 being in place down here, because we had a nice A, B, and C wave here, and we would come down in this way. But once again, we haven't got the 5 waves down in this leg to confirm that. We've only got 3 waves down here, like silver. So this is just going to get a little bit. The 38.2 retracement level, by the way, is up at 1120 here. So that doesn't have to go that far, but it can go that far. Okay. The 15-minute chart that we've been working off for quite some time here, and I haven't really sort of updated this that much as such, but and I wouldn't pay too much attention to the labeling. I mean, I can. The thing with this is that from this here we have this A, B, and C here, okay, and that's fine. And you know, and I thought, well, we'll be going down from there. Now I can squeeze 5 waves from this here. I can get 1 here and 2 here and 3 here and 4 here and 5 here. So that's possible to have wave 1 here, okay? And it's possible to get an A and a B and a C here in gold as well for this here. And this will be pulling back up into supply levels, and also the 61.8% as well, like spot on. So we would need to see a collapse of this here. So first of all, just taking the next logical step, is that 90 there. That's where the resistance is here. That's the balance point for this correction. So if you see that the market moves up here and gets support on this level here, then you know you'll be going to the upside. It doesn't have to be that big, but you know what I'm saying. You've got to test it a couple of times, find it, and find your way in on that side. If it collapses from this current low here, and that means that in some way this moves down here, then we start to look like we've got 5 waves down here then. So we could look at all of this coming down here in 5 waves, then a corrective pattern here, and then down again. But this is the opposite to gold, to silver. So yeah, what I'm saying at the end of the day is that for gold, it's possible for it to move down, but silver looks like it's going to move up. So that means that I need to find something very simple to put a line in the sand, and that line in the sand is 90. So if you get tested support on 90, then consider this all up for wave 1, back for wave 2, wave 3, 4, which will be a bit complicated, and then wave 5 moving up here further. Okay, so that's what we're up against at the moment. So it's all about this number. And it's probably not even worth shorting it down here, because we'd wait for the retest anyway. Do you know what I mean? So there'd be a bounce coming off this low here, so you'd only get trapped. All right, well, that's that. Yeah, bit unfortunate, but just another junction we have to work through. It's the tricky things about wave 4. So we'd be looking up there for that, and this can be wave 1 and 2 here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that 90 will be the deciding factor. Alrighty, I'll just save that work there so we can pick up on that next time. Alright, cheers.